Is that we learn how to be a weaver at the age of 5 years. Since we are kids, we learn how to weave textiles. This is a weaving tradition that has been done and still done nowadays by men and women. And here I will show you how we need to prepare the materials that we need to make our rugs, especially how it's possible to obtain, to create colors, because look at these colors. All the colors that you see right here, all these colors are obtained from natural resources. Wild plants, flowers, fruits, leaves, seeds, insects, herbs. This is what we use to create these colors. Oaxaca is a land of indigenous people. We have 16 ethnic groups. This valley is surrounded by mountains, and that's why we as a Zapotec people, we worship mountains, because they protect our valley from tornadoes, from hurricanes. This is what we call the Zapotec Sacred Valley. Then, if you want to say good morning in Zapoteco, can you repeat this word? Saxtili?
Saxtili.
Saxtili. That's how we say good morning in Zapotec language. Buenas tardes, good afternoon, Sakchi.
Sakchi.
Buenas noches, Sakshin.
Sakshin.
The main material that we use to make and to weave our rugs, look, it is wool from merino sheep. Because wool is a very strong and resistant fiber for textiles. Basically, most of the people we work in textiles, but also we spend our time raising cattle, bulls, cows, goats, especially sheep, for the production of our wool, to make wool very soft. And because this is how most of the people that lives in our village work, men, women, young people, elders. It is like every single person has been survived weaving textiles at our village, because this is a weaving village. This is a very small village, by the way. We're probably like 3,000 inhabitants, and 90% of the people are doing weaving. Men, women, young people, elders. This is part of our daily life, you see, weaving textiles. That's how we spend our time, as I said, weaving textiles, raising cattle, working in agriculture, and of course, drinking a lot of mezcal and cerveza. That's very important for the Zapotec lifestyle, you see? So, you see, so what I was doing right here with this wooden comb, you see, I was making these fibers into a very smooth fiber in order to turn it in thread, you see? See, con estos peines with these wooden combs, and now I will show you how we turn this wool in yarn using this tool, spinning wheel. Look, you see? Look, this process right here, it's by twisting wool. There is a needle right here at the top of the needle. It is where wool gets twisted so fast, and that's why this thread gets strong, resistant, because it has a lot of torsion. Hand spun yarn is the best quality. You know how we make the color? Para hacer el color, mira, vamos a utilizar agua, just water, which I will combine with this pigment, mira, así vamos a hacer los colores, mira, water, limestone, same pigment. Look at this color. Now look, you see? Now we have, you see, purple and violet, you see? So now you can see how we already created like 3 variations of red. It depends on how amount of lemon juice we use, limestone, the color can be lighter, darker, and they used to buy this dye from him in order to dye jeans. But at the 2000s, when synthetic dyes appeared, they quit using this dye because it was cheaper and easier to buy chemical synthetic dyes instead of paying for the production of a blue pigment on a natural way. But nowadays, my father, he's still producing this dye in order to color our textiles. He provides this dye for almost the whole people in our village that are weaving tapestries, because it's a very strong and resistant pigment. And the most important fact is that it's obtained naturally from these indigo plants, you see? And these kind of brown and early colors, those are obtained using pecan. We use pecan shell, the leaves of the pecan tree, the branches of the tree, great sources to make these kind of brown and early colors. These are seeds from a very small acacia tree. This is what we call achiote. Achiote seeds makes beautiful brown color as well. And this is the moss that we collect from the trees, rocks, lichens. This makes green color, kind of muted green color. Because more intensive green color, castor oil plant and pomegranate seeds and limestone, you see? So thus, it is a weaving tradition that has been passed down generation by generation from a very long time. We can make like a cultural exchange. You know, you can come here, live in a small casita, in a small village, working with real weavers, real artisans, en el campo, en las montañas, because what we want, we as a Zapotec weavers, we want that people will know a little bit more deeply about this weaving tradition, which is one of the most ancient activities here in the valley of Oaxaca. Right now, to weave our ropes, right here you can see that is really important. You know, something and necessary to use this wooden structure. Thus, it's what we call a foot pedalum. You know why? Because every single time that we weave a rope, it's like we need to stand and move these pedals with our feet. It is because these don't work with pedals. Then with our hands, we do the weaving. We as a Zapotec weavers, we learn how to weave when we are very young, like 5, 6 years, because this is part of our daily lives, this is part of our heritage. We learn before we go to kindergarten, we already know how to weave textiles. You see, he's Axel. Axel is 14 years old and he already knows how to weave perfectly. He's a great weaver, because he learned when he was very young. Eric is right there. Eric is 12 years old. Eric is a great weaver as well, but this Eric has a very big defect. You know what is his defect? He follows Real Madrid. ¿Cuál es más chingón, Barcelona o Real Madrid?
That one's for you, Zen.
You see? So what do you think about this work? Do you like it?
Yes.
Would you like to try how to do it? ¿Quién quiere intentar?
We'll mess it up.
No, you pay, if you mess it, you pay for it.
Look how old this kid is.
He is gonna be your teacher. A ver, we never use measurements. Centimeters, millimeters, inches, never.
I thought the dog was a textile.
And this is the work of my brother. My brother's name is Raúl. He's the same guy that walked the rug outside. Look, mira. This is a masterpiece rug. It is the shape of a jaguar. Mira. You know, best quality textiles. These shoes, you put them on the floor, on the wall. If they get dirty, they can be washed as many times. The dyes, the colors are permanent. Nito, mira. So fine, very intricate.
I like that one. We've got the skulls. I mean, look at this. You can feel the texture. Is this different than the other one?
This is different.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I couldn't imagine weaving it on those machines.
it's a lot of work. This.
It's even more time.
Embroidery, I imagine, yes.
Yeah.
Este se teje en el telar, la base.
The base is made in the same way.
Oh, I see.
Primero este y luego después se borda este.
And then you embroider on top of
Este
that.
es, mire, tejido en
Skulls.
This one is as well.
I like skulls.
Yeah, you like skulls?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I like them when they are with flowers. Otherwise, I don't like them.
The Mexicans like skulls. Apparently my favorite things are the embroidered ones. More skulls. 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 That's beautiful, eh?
It's super beautiful.
It's vivid.
Yeah.
This is a
warm salt.
worm salt. Should I lick it?
Yes.
Mmm. It's good.
Yes, you can eat with fruit or in the mezcal.
Oh, I see. And so it's worms that you grind up,
Yes.
but then you add salt.
Yes.
I think it would be good on eggs. I like my eggs. Here's another look at the textile dog. I thought it was a rug.